Hey everybody, I'm out for a little 3-day backpacking trip, or 2 nights, 3 days. Hopefully some fishing, some river camping, and such. I had a couple miles out these logging roads before I even get close to the river. I've already put about 1.5 miles in. I'm out of shape. I haven't put on a backpack and flat out hike for a while. That and I got a pretty good load in the backpack. Mostly the gold armor for my camp setup. Test all this gear out. What better way to test it than in the field? Not that I'm really worried about anything failing on me. I grew up out here. Spent a lot of time out here motorbiking and playing in the river, fishing, having some fun. But yeah, my backpack's probably close to 30 pounds. Once I get camp set up, I'll show you all the gear I got. Yeah, beautiful day. Skies are nice and clear. Right now it's about 45 degrees. Nice cool morning. I did have to switch out to a warmer sleeping bag, so I'm not using my little 40 degree. I got my 15 degree bag. Best I can do. So I'll probably end up using it as a blanket. I haven't been out these roads probably 20 years. I'm hoping I don't take a wrong turn somewhere. Doubtful, but it still happens. Walking is a little slower than riding motorbikes. And this is a private land. Where I'm going is not, but I have to cross across this private land, which you're supposed to have a permit to access. And it's $175 per access. I don't see the sense in that, so I just took a trail that basically bypasses their main gates with their signs on it, and I didn't see them. They can chase me off if they want. They're not going to see me either. I see a few tracks on this road, but it doesn't look like it's been used for a while. Actually, most of the tracks I see are motorcycle and quad runner. Yeah, this is all Weyerhaeuser farmland out here, most of it. They do a lot of work out here. I saw on our drive up here where the wife dropped me off. Saw a couple logging roads coming out with trees on them. Nice looking trees. Obviously, this forest here isn't near ready to cut. Last time I was out here, these were all big trees. Now they're replanted and they look like 15-year-olds up here. Which is good. That's what, farming's all about. And hopefully the place I'm looking for still exists. You never know what the river wipes out. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on trekking. Not much to show. Just logging road till I get to the trail. I've been hiking through these deer trails for a while now. Pretty good trek. Whew. Going down this hill now. I'll tell you what, it was 4-wheel drive getting up it. Dang deer, they're definitely better at this than I am. This trail actually split off, one side to the river and one side this way. I figured that side going to the river, I took that, I'd end up dead. Them buggers went along the edge of the cliff. Not that this trail's much better, but it's not on a cliff. If I fall here, I just roll to the bottom, shortcut. Seen a few birds and that's it so far. Oh. There's a nice drop. Oh, that's been good. I'm definitely sweating. Probably shouldn't have started with the heavy flannel on, but oh well. Definitely hit and miss on these deer trails. I just know from where I'm at that I want to go a little further upstream. So I'm going to keep trekking through this mess and find my way. Well, I made it to the river. It's definitely low. I actually came down right through the bush there. Deer trail ended about, I don't know, 100 yards back. Decided to just stop here for a break. Might get the fishing pole out. Some pretty good sized deep holes here. Oh, the water was refreshing when I fell into it. Well, didn't literally fall, but I had to cross to this side. And it was, I don't know, 2 feet deep, not too bad. Make me wish I'd have brought my sandals, but well, for the brush hogging I needed the shoes and the long pants no matter what. Now I'm down to my shorts and tank top and my wet shoes. Beautiful. I think I've been here a couple times before with quad runners. You see my pile, I got my pants laid out, my socks laid out drying. I did bring extra socks and extra pants, but heck, I'm gonna take a break and this is a great spot. I checked, don't have any ticks, which really surprised me. The only thing I've seen for tracks are deer and raccoon. Beautiful little spot though. I'm definitely gonna head further upriver for finding my campsite. But you know, it's just after 9 in the morning. Good place for a break. Oh, it's nice and cool over here in the shade. Yeah, I'll say that last 100 yards or so was quite an expedition through the bush. Vine maple, some sticker bushes, lots of berries, sticker bushes. What else was there? Oh, the stinging nettles. Luckily, like I said, I had long pants, long sleeves, so whew, from here on up, I'm going to be walking in the river or along the rock bends and what I can. The water's not severely cold. We are pretty far up here in the hills, but not too bad. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, deer tracks in the sand. That one actually looks like an elk. It is an elk. Oh, probably can't see it. Camera's not that good, but yeah. See how wide the split is on the hoof? I know there's some elk out here. Very seldom ever see them. The deer, yeah, I'll probably see a lot of deer before the 3 days is up. From here, it's, I don't know, probably 3 miles, 4 miles up the river. Well, as a crow flies up the river, as the river flies, probably 5, to the road getting out of here. Which I got till midday Saturday. Today is Thursday, so I'll do pretty good. Got plenty of food. And of course the river supplies plenty of food also. This river is full of crawfish. Lots and lots of trout. Which is a good thing. Oh, I'm definitely not going back that way. I can see my path that I made right down to the water. Like I said, I lost the deer trail, which was fine. The only thing I was hoping is the water wasn't deep, so deep I'd get my pack wet. It wasn't. Barely made it to my knees. But I think I'm gonna bust out my fishing pole and probably drink some more water and try my luck at some fishing. I didn't bring a tripod. I do have a little tiny one with me. I might set the camera up and take some footage like that, but we'll see how I feel. Got lots of time. Oh, it's beautiful and quiet. The nearest road is, oh geez, it's 5-6 miles away. So there's no way I'm gonna hear anything over the river for 3 days, which is great. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Can't think of a better way to start a morning. Outside of the fact that being in better shape would have helped. Like I said, my pack is well loaded. I've got fishing pole, a couple of extension poles from Gold Armor for the tarp. I wasn't sure where I was going to be setting up for the hammock. The brush hog bunch. My fishing pole survived. That's good news. Always worry about that when you got the fishing pole sticking up out of the pack. There's a bunch of branches I had to reach behind me with the trekking pole, push up and over the fishing pole, and the other poles too. But alright, well, I'm gonna sit down, drink some water, rig up my pole, and do some fishing. Well, I gotta say, I'm not as young as I used to be. All the rocks in the river are nice and slippery. But coming along another half mile. Just found a nice log to sit down, rest my back, or my pack I should say, not my back. Well, kind of both I guess. This Granite Gear 60-liter pack I picked up, I'm really actually enjoying it. It's pretty comfortable on the back. I probably got it a little overloaded. Well, it says max 35 pounds, but I think I'm pushing it a little bit. Close to 30. Yeah, beautiful out here. Nice big old log. Makes a great seat. Last time I was out on this river, I sat down on a log like this. I sat down next to a fishing pole that someone else had sat there and left behind. So hopefully I don't do that. I definitely want my fishing pole. I've been casting in here and there. I find spots. No luck so far. I've seen little baby fish, which is good. It means they are in here. Well, I know they're in here. I've caught a lot of fish out of this river. This is the Deschutes River. I'm out in the Vale area in Washington. Nearest town is Yelm, I think. Yelm, Washington. Yelm or Rainier. They're kind of a toss-up at this point. But yeah, it's beautiful out here. So far I haven't heard anything but airplanes going overhead, which not much dodging those. Alright, break's over. I'm gonna get back to it. This has been a fun slog. No gravel bars, just got up to my crotch, pushing it pretty close there. Outside of that, not too bad. Smooth going. Not really rocky. I've been trying to stick to the sandier areas so it's easier walking. No luck with the fish yet. Seen lots of them, little ones, but that's about it. Oh, next gravel bar, I think I'm gonna get out, take my shoes and socks off, and warm up my feet. I've probably gone, I don't know, another mile. Something about a mile and a half from where I started on the river. Been fun. Enjoying it. These slow spots like this kind of suck because you're in the water the whole time and this water isn't warm. Oh. And there's slime on all the rocks, so you gotta really watch it when you get in the boulders, otherwise I don't want to soak all my gear day one. Day 3 wouldn't matter too much, the backpack's gonna weigh a lot more. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful trees. Quiet. Scared a few ducks a little while back. Oh, Yeah, looks like that second gravel bar up there is going to be a good spot. And I'll get back to you then. Yeah, I think I finally found my spot. I got off the river for a little bit because there's a logging road running along it. Yeah, this looks good. Just gotta find, looks like two good trees right there. Right on the river. Kind of back in the woods so nobody will ever see me. Yeah, now I'm gonna set up camp. Well, I've got my hammock set up with my bug net. All of my, like I said earlier, all of the gear I'm using pretty much gold armor on this trip. The bug net is gold armor, hammock's gold armor, the pillows gold armor, the air pads gold armor, and my tarp's gold armor, along with the poles that I'm going to use to fly my tarp. I was going to use sticks, but I really want to test these poles out, so only a couple pounds, so a little bit extra weight for sure. Got my pants over there drying out. Yeah, the bug net looks alright. Works pretty good. The only thing I don't like about it is you gotta snake your hammock through the ends of the bug net. Which I wished I'd have known earlier. I would have packed it that way and put it all in its own stuff sack together. Because I don't think, I'll try it when I fold it down to see if I can get both the hammock and the net all in one bag, but I doubt it very much. So that's something to think about if you're getting this. Definitely got to watch out for that because the ends aren't very big. You can see it here. That's as much room as it gives you to sling your tarp or your hammock through there. And I do have my ridge line set up this time. That way I got my little carry bag on it and my light can hang on it. So you open that up so we can see here. But yeah, I think it'll work out alright. I will put the tarp up. It's just not a hurry right now. Because I want to do a full setup. I'm back in the woods far enough that nobody's going to know I'm back here, which is nice. And I got a nice spot on the river, which I will absolutely enjoy the next couple days. I am having a good time. First decent hike in a long time. I figure I put in about 6 miles. With an overloaded pack, that's not too bad. But yeah, right on the water. Water's actually deep enough right there I could take a bath, which is definitely an option. Oh, it's nice out here. I've been here before. Many years ago, I used to be able to drive out here. And as you can see, this is one of the campsites that I camped at before. I believe I pitched my tent right over there. Somebody has still got a fire pit here. But you can't drive out here anymore. They actually got the road blocked off back there. There's gates, like 3 gates before you even get to this point. And it's all Weyerhaeuser land, so you definitely don't want to drive through a gate because they'll close that behind you sometimes, and then you're stuck. Luckily, I'm in a backpack, and when I hike out of here, I'm hiking straight down the road right out of here, which I think is 2 or 3 miles of gravel road. No fun hiking, basically. But at that point, I'm ready to go. I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to do on Saturday. My friend Hunter's coming over on Sunday, and we're going to be out at my campsite at my friend's house, hammock camping out there. That'll be nice. It'll be kind of a last hurrah for the 2 of us. We haven't camped together for a while now, and it'll be nice. Beautiful. I haven't checked the temperature, but I imagine from the feel of it, it's about 70, 75 degrees. Not super hot, but perfect. Yeah. Lots of trees. When I got here, the first thing I did is set up the hammock and sat down. Looked straight up and all the dead limbs on the trees, and it's like, well, I'm glad there's no storms coming through. Otherwise I'd be hanging out there in tick country. And I did check, and all that hiking around and bush hogging that I did, I never got any ticks. So yay on that. Let's hope it goes for the rest of the couple days here. I got brought in Mountain House meals. I wanted to make this whole trip simple and easy. I will get out in the river, see if I can catch some crawfish. I did bring one of my stock pots just so I can boil up some crawfish and have some good eats. As I was hiking, I was looking for them, and I could see where they clean out under the next to the rock. You can see a clean spot, so you know under that rock there's a crawfish. As far as the trout go, I didn't have any luck, but I'm not done yet. I'll go back out today, I'm sure. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. But yeah, the whole idea here is to do a full loadout of just the gold armor stuff. One thing I don't have that's not gold armor is my sleeping bag, which is a Eureka 15 degree. Supposed to get in the low 40s, and my 40 degree sleeping bag is, it's kind of pushing it at 40 degrees. So I don't have a in between 40 and 15, so yeah, take the 15. That's why I brought the sleeping pad, so I could just take my 15 degree and just throw it over the top of me. Now the pillow straps to the mat, which is nice. I'm going to test that out. I've never had one strapped to the mat before. Maybe it'll keep me from twisting the sleeping pad out of the hammock, which would be kind of grand. Because last time I did it, I turned it 90 degrees, woke up in the morning with my feet and my shoulders off the pad. The only thing on the pad was my butt, which was fine. That's what I have the pad for, is my hips anyway. Lots of deer tracks, deer trails. Pretty nice area over there. I ventured up this, I don't know, there's another, I think it's 8 or 9 miles to the Deschutes Falls, and I've hiked it. I'm not doing it now, but I thought about going up there. Maybe another trip, another time when I'm out this way. Really neat place. You get, I'd have to take one of my underwater cameras, because there's some spots where you can go under the big boulders that are on the side of the river, and there's huge fish under there. Can't catch them. They don't bite anything, but they're huge, which is kind of cool. I think they're a carp. It was hard to tell. The water was so cold. Even with the mask on, it was hard to judge the size, but they were big. But you couldn't stay down there very long because the water was so cold. And of course, you know, we were in shorts. Didn't have gear for it. We were just, you know, hiking the river. And took our masks with us so we could, you know, put our face in the river and catch crawfish. When I was a kid, we used to do it all the time, and we'd go camping in our backpacks. We'd pay somebody to buy us a case of beer. We'd load the backpack with that and bring a coffee can. And we'd use the coffee can for the crawfish. And, you know, every once in a while you find clams in this river also. I grew up on this river a long ways downstream, but it's pretty nice. Not sure what's going on with all these sticks. Kind of look like beaver chew. Do that, or someone was clearing out some bushes. But the ends of them look like beaver chew. And lots of butterflies. Well, I'm gonna sit down, relax. Maybe get a snack. I haven't eaten yet, so I'll bring you back once I get the tarp set up. That'll be pretty nice. Well, hey everybody. I'm settled in. I've got my tarp set up. I just made some top ramen for lunch. It's about 1:30. I'm not quite sure. I haven't looked at the clock in a while. Good solid 4 hours hiking. Sorry if I'm not looking at the camera. I just can't help but keep looking at the river. Not too bad. My body feels fine. Started off the first mile, I was sore. Oh my God, I was sore. But you know, you work through it. I got going. Hiking up the river. I'll tell you what, it's nice right now. Shoes and socks off. Feet are drying out. It's a nice thing. They're warming up. Oh, I'm just gonna eat some food, have some soda. I brought a soda with me. Yeah, I like my soda pop. Didn't bring no beer this time. I'm glad. My backpack was pretty heavy as it is. It'll be a little easier going out because I won't have as much food. I got easily 3 days of food, maybe 4. You never know, you gotta make sure. The bees are loving my feet. Go away. But yeah, found a nice rock to put my butt on. Sitting here looking at the river. Gotta love it. Alright, well, I took a nice nap. It was quite nice. Got my tarp set up. I'm just kind of flying it out. I don't really need it for rain. It's not gonna rain out here. You can see I got my socks drying, my pants drying, my shoes, they'll probably never dry. I'm not worried about it. Oh man, it is so peaceful out here. Been enjoying it. Found a nice little rock, folded up my flannel, put it on the rock. Makes a good soft seat, put it that way. Oh, not used to walking barefoot, especially on this kind of terrain, but better than having the cold wet shoes on. Temperature is 70 degrees. It's just after 4 p.m. I think at some point, probably tomorrow, I'm going to get down there and clean all this junk out of the water so I got a nice approach. Filling my water bottle and stuff like that. Looks like a decent spot to do some fishing. I notice on the other side, I don't know if we can get this in camera, right over there, there's a little creek coming down the hill and spilling into the river. I'm sure tomorrow I can't walk too far forward here, but I'll venture up in that way. Go check out that area up there. Very happy so far. This is great. The water's nice and clear. You get down where I grew up in the lower area of this river, and it was never this nice. It was warmer water, don't get me wrong. Great fishing for whatever you wanted to fish. Steelhead season, you get steelhead. Salmon season, you get salmon. You just don't eat those salmon. Way too far from the ocean. Like I said, I didn't see any clams as I hiked up the river. Lots of evidence of crawfish. Had no doubts on that one. We'll have to put the shoes on to get into the water. One of those times I sure wished I'd have brought my camp shoes. Ordered a new pair of Klein sandals for camp shoes, and they just haven't got here yet. Yeah, the bug net does its job, but when I got out, it decided it was gonna rip. You can see it right there. Which, nice thing about buying from Amazon, when I get home, I'll return it, get a new one. Oh. But until then, heck, it's 4 o'clock, it's not even dinner time yet. I'm gonna empty out my food bag, see exactly what I do have, what I did bring with me. It was quite a bunch. 3 days, maybe 4. Being that I'm on the river, I could probably make it 5. Crawfish are plentiful out here, and I'll tell you what, I do like eating them. I even brought an extra cook pot just for clams and crawfish. But Like I said, I haven't seen any clams, so maybe they're just not living this far up the river. I know where I grew up down on the lower Deschutes River. That's what we ate all the time. Clams, crawfish, and fish. That's, you know, we always fed ourselves good. And if we did have to bribe somebody to get us beer, always costs us a fortune when you're not of age. Yes, can absolutely enjoy this. I need to test out my little tripod while I'm here. It's only a 6-inch tall tripod, but gotta try it out. It's one of those flex leg ones, you know, you can wrap the leg around a branch or something like that. I don't know how well it works. This old Canon camera is kind of heavy, so we'll see. But yeah, next thing I'm gonna do is empty out my food bag. I'll share that with you, what I brought with me, which is a lot. I mean, that's the heaviest thing in my backpack. These poles that I brought, I probably could have done without. I probably could have just cut my own, but they work good. I'm happy with them. This is my second set. I have one at my outdoor camp for the motorhome, for my camp kitchen. They actually I use them for the tarp that I got over my kitchen. Which at some point I still got to do a walkthrough of all that. I'll probably wait till I'm out actually in a campground setup, which is a couple weeks from now. Next week we get our new floors in, hopefully the dishwasher removed and the washer and dryer installed. And you can see somebody's shirt hanging in the tree there. I'll get that out before I'm gone, at least throw it over by the fire pit. I picked up a bunch of broken bottle glass off the ground, but overall for a little campsite this is pretty clean. That, and you know, they got it blocked off, so I don't think many people even know it's here. The only reason I knew it was here is because I've been here before many years ago when Weyerhaeuser had their lands open and you could drive back here. We didn't drive back here, we always rode motorcycles, but yay! The video is probably going to be a 3-part video. Day 1, day 2, day 3. This is day 1. And I've already shot a lot of film today. Not as much as I could have, but I'll tell you what, struggling through the rocks, going up the river, I really didn't want to try to film that. I probably should have filmed it anyway, but yeah, it's always scary when you're walking the river and you don't want to drop your camera or your backpack in the water. Definitely don't want to drop the backpack in the water, even though it's water resistant, but it does not mean waterproof. I think next time I do an adventure like this, I'll probably bring my 40-liter dry bag that I got for kayaking and use that as a backpack and just cut my load down. This 60-liter I just got, I maxed her out, but I planned on maxing it out because I knew I wasn't doing a whole lot of miles. Oh, this is nice over here. I just got to watch my step for the sticker bushes. Beautiful. I might even set the camera up and just let it run for a while. Kind of like Hike with Mike and his Mellow Minute. Love those things. He's down in Florida and does some beautiful spots. Love his videos. Oh, this is dry. Everything's so bone dry. There's a dead cedar tree over here. I'm probably going to cut down and take a log home with me. I know, I'm horrible. Here I am hiking on a river and I'm a rock hound. And that was good. I only picked up one rock. probably still in my pocket. Oh yeah, of course it is. See if I can get it out into the sun here. Just a nice piece of agate. I'll take it back to my friend's house where I'm actually staying right now and just throw it in our rock garden. I don't have room in the motorhome to be collecting rocks, even though I'm gonna do it. I can't not. Saw some really nice big ones. I was hiking through the water. I stopped, I picked them up, and I looked at them. And, you know, just like I have to do, I had to throw them back in the water. Kind of sad for me, but usually I don't do that. I put them in my pack and I take them with me. When I actually go out, used to go out rock hounding all the time, I'd bring a nice little day pack, and I'd probably load that with 100, 150 pounds of rocks. Hiking the rivers for them. This river isn't famous for the good rocks, but there are there somewhere. Some are good, some are bad, and some rocks are just pretty. Alright, here's what I brought for food. Get a little closer here. I gotta not fall down here, but this is a peanut butter dessert bar. Very dry, not bad. What is it, brownie with chocolate chips? That's pretty good for an MRE. I got some Quaker oats, I got bananas and cream and strawberries and cream, and of course classic top ramen. I got 3 left, I ate 1. My candy bag, got some Snickers almonds in there, Jolly Ranchers, cinnamon candy, Lifesavers, of course, you know. We gotta have the good stuff. This here, Old Wisconsin Premium Summer Sausage, turkey flavor, is one of the best summer sausages I've ever had, even though it's turkey. I got tea, lemonade, I think there's a couple other drink mixes in there, hot cocoa, bunch of Starbucks instant coffee and some sugar. I like my coffee a little sweet. Flavoring for my ramen, I got chicken and tuna creations. Starkish, gotta love those. Those things are labeled and they last for a while, so that's pretty good. A couple of snacks. I like the chewy peanut butter bars, of course. Some Nutri-Grains and Nutter Butters. Oh man, Nutter Butters. You just gotta be careful. Whenever I open the first one, I'll probably eat the second one too. For meals, I brought Mountain House, of course, biscuits and gravy, chicken stew, sorry about the lens there, and then lasagna. So overall, yeah, I got more than enough food that I'm gonna eat. I mean, wow. No wonder it was heavy. And yeah, I already had 1 top ramen, the beef flavor. It's not the roast beef, but the roast beef flavor is really good. I got a chicken on the bottom of there also. More coffee than I'll drink. I'm not a big coffee person, so, but I only brought 1 soda and it's half gone already. So the next couple days I'm gonna want something a little better. The candy, every once in a while I get a sweet tooth, and that's those almond Snickers, almond butter Snickers. Buddy, if you haven't had them, you want to have them. You need to try those things. They're absolutely grand. But yeah, it all fits in my little food bag, which is a dry sack. Which really doesn't need to be a dry sack, because the only thing that leaks would be the oatmeal. But yeah, I thought I'd show you kind of what I brought for food for the next few days. And there you go. Well, I figured I might as well talk about what I got for cooking equipment. Let me get down here. Open L number 10. Great camp kitchen knife. Let's see if I can get this in better focus here. I always bring that. I got a lanyard on it so it can go around my neck. Works great. Camp towel, which I got a new one on order. Try one of those microfiber towels. Spices, garlic, salt, pepper, taco seasoning, onion powder, and chili powder, all in here. You never know when you want to spice something up. My water filtration is easy. It's a Sawyer. Let me get it out of the bag here. Not so easy when one-handed, but it's alright. I'll turn it right side up. There we go. The Sawyer Mini. Not the micro, but and the little bottle that came with it. Works okay. Not the greatest, but works okay. I use an old sunglasses case or glass case to keep the filter in. It works good. Bottles for water, I got a big one, a little one, which I broke the top out of today when it fell in the rocks, but luckily always bring a spare cap. I got my Coca-Cola vanilla there. Over here I have my cup, which is just a Walmart cheapie. Works good. Collapsible, and usually sits right inside the top of my case there. 2 titanium spoons, one with a polished bowl, one without. And I will, those out there looking at them, look and get the polished bowl. They work so much better, so much easier to clean. It is kind of a big deal when it comes to cleaning, especially when you're out here camping. And damn phone's flashing battery at me. Let's see how far we can get. Here I have a cozy I made. Okay, it's going to give me colors here. This is for, I'll put Velcro on that, the handle. The Mountain House mules fit right in it, which is perfect. Then a titanium plate. Just basic titanium plate. I figured I'd better bring it just in case I catch fish. I might want to cook it on a plate. The little stand for the what do you get? The gas for my micro stove. These things really, boy, this is tough one-handed. Really make a huge difference. You can set it, it's 3-legged, so it actually sits on the ground pretty good. Oh, and I do have a water bottle holder which just slips on the backpack belt, the hip belt, which holds the small water bottle. Works out good. And I brought my big stock pot. Well, not my big one, but a bigger one. Just in case I catch some crawfish or clams, like I said. I wanted to be able to cook them up. In here is basic cook kit. Give me a second here and I'll spread it out. Alright, I got it out. I actually made a cozy for my 750 milliliter cup with a lid. Works good to keep your food warm while you're doing it. Carry a gas canister stove inside the 750 milliliter. That's a Totes. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but a Totes 750 milliliter. Love it for sure. I keep a little pot scraper in the bottom of the tote, so I'll just toss it like that. Sits in there. Hot lips. That way when I'm drinking out of this cup, it actually sits on the rim pretty good. That is nice because titanium gets really hot. You don't want to burn your lips. I carry a mini Bic also in there, and a BRS stove. This thing's worked great. It's one of the cheapest stoves on Amazon, and it still works bloody good, so I'm happy with it. And you can see how the stand holds the mini bottle and it holds the large bottle. You can see an extra notch there. That thing is very stable, very nice. And after this trip, I've been carrying the my aluminum. No idea what size that thing is, but the Deschutes fits. You know, when the handles are folded, the Deschutes fits right in it. But yeah, that's kind of my cook kit setup. It weighs nothing except for the water. Those that don't use smart water bottles do use them. They're very durable. Well, except for, like I said, I busted the top off that micro one there. But, you know, one of the smartest things you can ever do is always carry a spare cap. This will work on my Sawyer bottle, as well as any of these pop bottles or water bottles. Very, very handy. Something you got to think about when you're out there, you know, is redundancies and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a lot spread out there. That looks like a lot, but once it all goes together, it's not, doesn't take up much space. The cozies are easy to make, even the round ones. They're just, you know, I don't even know what you call this stuff. It's a insulation. I got a roll of it in the motorhome, and some tape, and you just tape it all together in whatever shape you want. I made this one for the Deschutes 750 milliliter, and then I made that one there to fit a Mountain House meal, or my knoll sides, or whatever I'm using. That's what it's for. Works good. The plate, if I catch a fish, I'll use the plate. And if I catch a fish, hopefully I get it on camera. What do they say? And if you didn't get it on camera, it didn't happen, right? Well, it could be it didn't happen. But yeah. Next little bit I'll show you is what the actual gear that I brought was once I put all this stuff back away. Alright, let's talk about the extra stuff I brought, which isn't a whole lot. I got the Silky Gone Boy. Like I said, doing this stuff one-handed kind of sinks, but we'll try it anyway. Been a good little saw. It is a one-way cutter, so it cuts on the pole. Which I find pretty good, because when you push, it cleans the teeth out and it cuts on the pole, which it's always nice to be pulling towards you when you're cutting. Very good saw. I'm quite impressed for a Japanese product to be that freaking nice. U.S. Marine Corps K-bar, obviously. I always have this. I always carry this. It is a standard, no serrated edges or anything. And as you can see, it's been well loved. I keep it pretty sharp. Normally I keep a carabiner through the eye hole in the end. I just haven't put it on there yet. I will before I go to bed. That way I can hang it on my ridgeline. I carry my Duncan yo-yo, a Leatherman, poop trowel, and some towelettes. Of course, I always got sunglasses, leather belt, cordage, reading glasses, because hey, I'm getting old. I need reading glasses. I carry the gold, what is it called? Armor Hammer. I carry that for chafing, stuff like that. A garbage bag. My tackle box, which I'll pull this out real quick here. This is the Snow Boy. Okay. Snow Boy fillet knife. Very nice. Long, slim blade. Very, very handy for filleting fish. Pretty simple tackle box. Mostly lures, some weights. I got a couple hooks in there also. Get the camera on it here, that'll help. I probably won't use any of these. The lure I got on my fishing pole is the one I'll use. And of course, a ditty bag. Let me throw it over here and we'll just dump it out. Head net, in case the bugs get bad on me. A lighter with a bunch of tape on it. Black Gorilla tape. Probably should use a different color, but that's what I had. My pills. Ibuprofen, omeprazole, vitamin B, vitamin D. End of it. Always carry a spare banana, even though I always carry one in my pocket. Best to have more than one. A whistle, just in case. A Victorinox small knife with scissors. These are very handy. Can opener. A lot of you recognize that. I carry that. A very small med kit. I do have a small mirror in here also. You never know. A sewing kit. Just in case I have to repair something. Some body tape, Leuco tape, whatever you want to call this stuff. Works good. And fingernail clippers. But overall, that's all my extras. Outside of the electronics. And that's a pretty good pile itself. Well, it's time for dinner. I decided to go with the lasagna. Went and filtered some water. See if I can do this holding the camera. Oh yeah, that's... Flame on, Johnny. And you notice I put some sleeves on the handles because they get really hot. It'll take this BRS stove, for as cheap as it is, it works great. Alright, let's turn that down. I don't need to melt my handle together again. Yeah, I've done it a couple times. But yeah, dinner. Pretty simple. I do love that little tripod stand. I mean, if you don't have one for your stove, get one. They don't weigh anything. A couple ounces. I mean, if you're gonna nitpick ounces, I don't. I carry pounds. It'll take like 2.5 minutes, even on this low level, to boil the water. And of course, I don't even know, I haven't looked. Probably takes another 10 minutes to cook the lasagna, which is, it says beef chunks, noodles, cheese, and Italian sauce. This is an older package, but it's still dated at what, 2025. So, nice thing about the Mountain House is the freeze-dried food lasts forever. But that's my dinner for tonight, and I'll probably do that peanut butter marine, or the MRE peanut butter bar for dessert. It's a little dry, but it tastes okay for an MRE. I'd like to get a case of those. Take them camping with me all the time. The only problem with the MREs I found is that the packaging weighs a lot. I understand they want to seal them so they last forever, but the packaging weighs a lot. Alright, well, I'm going to enjoy this. I'm not going to make you watch me eat it or anything so fancy as that. Probably going to eat it, relax in the hammock. Heck, I might even go to bed. Probably too early for that. I don't know, my phone doesn't tell me nothing. Where's my watch? My watch says it is 6:45. Oh, try that. That's a thermometer, barometer, and watch. It also does an altimeter on it. It's a pretty nice unit. It's got a compass. I like it. And you can see the little bubble on the top right hand corner there. So when you're using the compass, it levels out. I don't think it works quite right, but that's one thing I don't need is a compass. I know my direction without an issue. But it's nice having the barometer, the time, and the temperature. Which, oh, I can't even get the camera to focus on it. It's like 67 or 69, something like that. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell for sure. Alright, my water's almost done. I'm gonna go to my food. Oh yeah, she's already steaming. I don't mind the Deschutes titanium mug, but they could have designed it a little more sturdy, for sure. And the lid barely fits on there, and if you were using the 3 holes that are in the top to strain water, yeah, forget it. That thing gets so hot. And that's why I added the bands on the handles. And the handles, they just pop right off. And you bend them a little bit and bend them right back on. Those help quite a bit. Makes a huge difference in being able to hold on to the pot, pick it up, stuff like that. I don't run this thing on full bore because, as you can see on the bottoms here, I have actually melted them from it. Oh, there we go, full boil. Pop the lid off. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to make my food. Oh, somewhere in there. Alright. There, I just got my meal in the cozy. Standing up kind of straight. Gotta wait 10 minutes. Oh, there we go. You add the water, mix it well. I found if you don't mix it well, some of that stuff doesn't rehydrate as well. But yeah. Here in about 10 minutes, I'll be eating my lasagna. And I'll show you it when I open up the package. Well, here it is, done. Definitely a lot more watery than I was thinking, but I'm sure it eats just as well. I'll let it air out a little bit before I go at it. We'll say making these little cozies for it works great.